What's up, gamers? It's time for the S&box news. There's not a lot of news this week. There were changes to Construct, as we can see here, and changes to the menu. The main page looks the same, but they changed the games list and the current game. I just clicked this for fun. I didn't think they actually changed this. So it looks like it shows a player list and the description of the map and game mode in here. The player list button doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe if I spawn some bots. No, it doesn't look like the player list works yet. That's okay, I didn't even expect this to be here. The local games seems to be the same, but what's different about the main games page is the tags were removed for now, since they weren't fully implemented yet. I'm sure we'll see it return soon, but we can sort the different game modes by trending, popular, newest, and live now. I believe live now shows the ones that have players in it. I'm guessing popular is all-time popular, and trending is, I don't know how trending is calculated. When you click on a game mode, it'll show you statistics about it. We currently have how many people are playing it right now in the past 30 days and total. So it looks like total there's been about 500 players who's actually loaded up S&box. I'm a little confused by that because I'm pretty sure more than 500 have access to the game, but only 500 people have even tried the S&box mode. For a more accurate player count, we can look at the speed dial game mode. It looks like only about 111 players are actually somewhat active, and a lot of them aren't really working on anything publicly. That's kind of a shame, but also the game is so early that your game modes keep breaking and you have to fix them. So you can't really make something right now without knowing that you'll have to update it a lot in the future to keep people to be able to play it. Like my zombie horde game, this broke a couple days after I uploaded it, and I haven't had the time to actually fix it yet. I will be fixing it soon though, maybe even later today. We can see the tags here and the game information. I believe that's actually set up on the S&dev page. Yeah, there's a game config setting, so I can set basic tags for now. So if I click find game, it would put me in a random game. There's no server list yet. If I hit create game, it opens up this little tab here to select the map and change the player count, one player being single player mode. Oh, it looks like they changed the map screen too. So we can see what maps everyone's on. And we can see the most popular maps of all time so far. I believe that's the popular tab. So obviously Construct, and then it looks like Willow's blank box. I don't remember what this map is used for. Maybe it's used for the movie screen game mode. And then we have Towns, and SD Bank is actually the most popular, like, regular map that's not made by Face Punch. I wonder where I'm at on here. Here's my map. I have another one here. Very cool. Sort by newest. Oh, there's a couple new maps. The Hallway. This one's like a horror map, and exploit example. So I guess there's like an exploit in the game. Oh, also I made this map, empty.map. Well, I'll hop onto Construct and show off the Construct updates. I was already on Construct, I didn't need to do that. So they started doing an art pass. It looks like there's sidewalks going on now. I think this is a different grass texture, which is good. I think the old one was from Rust, and I don't think they're actually going to be using the Rust assets because they just weren't very good for Source 2. They were made for Unity, and they were just imported. They were not very fun to work with when actually making a map. This map geometry is actually really impressive. If I look here, this is really impressive. Okay, I'm gonna look at this in Hammer. So in Hammer, if I look at the faces, I can see how much effort went into making the road. It's very impressive. There's a lot of advanced geometry going on here. None of this is a model. It's all made in the level editor. All of these trims are from one big trim material, so it has a bunch of trims on it. Trim sheets are a pretty standard thing, but it's just really cool to see it like this. It looks like they even have a trim for the edge of the road here. That's really cool. And the grass is a different material. Oh no, I don't like how the grass is green. I really liked the old rust grass. I guess it's not that green, but it's still green to the point where, actually you can still color it whatever color you want. This is a pretty good grass material. I think they colored it way too green here, but it's all subject to change. Back in game, we can see the little fence here. This doesn't look that high detailed. It might get improved later. I wonder if there's any changes to the car park. I think this looks the same, but maybe I haven't shown it off. I wonder if they have a ramp at the top yet. That's like the most important part. There's no ramp up here. That's a shame. I think there should really be a ramp up there so you can drive your cars off of it. Speaking of cars, the car physics were changed a little bit. It's mostly the same, but they changed the turning so you don't have 100% control. You actually slide a little bit. There's no hardcore drifting yet. And if I brake, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it just slows me down. I don't slide by braking. It's being worked on though. I also believe they added a first person mode. Yep, I can't crank my neck all the way back in first person. This is as far as I can look. Looks like my view gets snapped back to the center, which is really cool. Also, I didn't mention this in my last video, but most of you probably picked it up. You can fire your guns when you're in the vehicle. I think it's weird that you can look all the way behind and shoot behind in third person, but you can't look all the way behind in first person. I wonder if this is going to be the maximum size that they're building this map to, or if they're going to make it bigger. I guess we'll find out in the future. Also, I reinstalled my entire game, and it looks like that broken material is still there. I wonder if it's like that for other people. And it looks like transparent materials are still broken. I'm over here, and my frame rate is half of what it is away from the transparent materials. I'm sure that'll be fixed one day, but right now we can't even make a forest because it would be too laggy. Well, I think that's it for the construct updates. There were a lot of updates to the RTS game mode. I'm not going to show all of them off. Instead, I'll make a dedicated video once the RTS mode is more functional. So I'm not going to show everything off yet, but they added a ton of new stuff to the RTS mode. They added an airfield with Chinooks. I believe there's also other helicopters in the works. There are a lot of particles being made, like there's particles for the Chinook here, and there's Tesla coils that zap the enemies. There's this new Grenadier unit. Looks like he has a Molotov. Oh, and it even damages friendly units, it looks like. There are so many buildings that you can build now. It's actually a lot. But that's for a different video, once this game mode is more complete. There's not even a mini-map yet. I can group my units though. Oh, it even shows me their health. So this game mode is starting to become almost playable. It looks totally different from when we originally saw it. That's good. If you're wondering where that model in the thumbnail is from, it's actually from my zombie game mode. I've been working on this a little bit recently. I changed up the zombie killers, and 2 days ago I actually made it so that their heads can explode and pop off. It's pretty immersive. It looks realistic. There's even a pop sound. And the cool thing about this model is I actually made it in Hammer in the level editor. I'm not even a 3D modeler, but I was able to make something like that. It's not perfect, so I'll have to go in and actually make it properly later. But this is very impressive for just making something in the level editor. I'll spawn in a bunch of zombies, and then I'll throw a pipe bomb and watch their heads all just pop off. Very cool. This is the most realistic game mode. What else is the most realistic? Is clicking the like button and subscribing. The other day I made this really cool video with my friend Sadly It's Bradley. It was a hammer build battle. We had to make a millionaire mansion in 30 minutes. It was really intense and a lot of fun. You should watch the video right now.